Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Now today we need to talk about the FSD subscription that has been brought out by Tesla. Now nowadays every company wants to sell you a subscription because basically you pay for eternity. So Tesla has started that first with the premium connectivity, but now they are also launching the FSD subscription option. Now there are two options that they are allowing. So you have the basic autopilot to FSD capability. So if you have basic autopilot and you want to upgrade, you want to buy the FSD or you want to start renting the FSD basically, you pay $199 a month. And if you already have enhanced autopilot and you upgrade to FSD, that is $99 a month or about half the price. Now, of course, it says enhanced autopilot EAP is only available in select markets. So for the moment, this subscription is only available in the US, and EAP or extended autopilot, enhanced autopilot, is available only in markets outside of the US. So it's a little bit of a moot point, but it is preparing us for what is to come, because no doubt this subscription model will roll out to the rest of the world as well. Now, of course, the question is then, what is the best option? Do we subscribe to FSD or do you buy it? And if you go to the website, then we can see that the full self-drive capability in the US is $10,000 right now. And that gives you everything. There is no enhanced autopilot option available in the US. Now, yeah, let's just do the math on that. So that means that $10,000 divided by $199 a month, that gives you a return on investment of 50.52 months. So basically buying is the better option when keeping the car for more than roughly 4 years. So if you intend to keep the car for a longer time, then you will be losing a lot more money with buying the subscription. And this is what I've been saying to other people as well when they were talking about the subscription, the pricing about it. I was always saying Tesla is going for a 4 or maximum 5 year return on investment, because they see that a lot of their cars are lease cars, and lease cars are usually around 3 to 4 years, depending on the countries. It's a little bit different, but in Belgium, most of the Tesla cars are leased on a 4-year basis. So they basically want to have the same revenue from renting it out, the subscription model, than what they have from the purchase option. Now, if you're like me and you're leasing your car, and I do not plan to own a Tesla for more than 2 years because I want to keep upgrading to the latest model, then the subscription model is actually cheaper, because I paid full price for FSD on my current P100D, but I won't be getting the full refund or return on investment on that when I sell the car or when I hand it in to Tesla again, right? The residual value is of course calculated in there for the lease price. So my current lease, the residual value is about 37%. So I just paid 63% of that value to have the full self-drive option activated at that time. Now my next car I will probably buy, so then it comes more down to resale value. Now it's just end of contract value, and I did not pay for everything, so to speak. When I do pay the car in full and it becomes my property instead of a leasing car, that is a different story, of course. Now it is also a different story when we talk about the European version, because in Europe you have the enhanced autopilot, which is 3,800 euros, full self-drive capability 7,500 euros, and that is corresponding to the pricing that they are setting at the moment. So for Europe this is tax included, for the US it is tax excluded. So the expectation there is that it will also be roughly 200 euros a month to calculate for the difference and the taxes that are being added. And So that means that, yeah, 99 versus 200 is the same as the 3800 versus the 7500. But I think before we reach that subscription level here, we will actually need to have more things that are being allowed, because right now the only thing that you're getting additionally, and let's go back to that chart here, the only thing that you get additionally for FSD at the moment here in Europe is traffic light and stop sign control. And we're not even yet at the point where the car is following a lead car through a green light. So it stops for every traffic light. So is this worth an additional $100? Again, it all comes down to what you think of the future, right? I'm using FSD and I navigate on autopilot every single day. I use it for my daily commute. I use it for my travels. I use it for my testing. I just use it whenever I can on every street that I can also. Of course, I'm paying really good attention. I'm always testing the car. So I might be an exception to other people, of course. But on the other hand, I couldn't live without it anymore. So my next car will have the FSD option. And then it's a matter of, as I said before, should I buy the option if I'm not keeping the car for more than 2 years, which is my intention again. So I would pay about double the price if I then compared to if I had the subscription model. So that is definitely not good. But on the other hand, do I get to calculate half of that price? Assume that within the next 2 years, FSD becomes more of a real thing and we get at least to, let's say, level 3 capabilities with full autonomous driving on highways. Then FSD becomes a real thing, and then FSD, in my opinion, will have an actual resale value. At the moment, there is little to no additional value on top of EAP. So you get the residual value for EAP, which is considered to be standard on a Tesla right now. I know it's not, it's an option, but it is considered standard that a Tesla has this. So there's no real uplift for that at the moment. But as soon as FSD becomes a thing, if that is within 2 years, I might be better off buying it. If it is within 5 years, I'm going to be better off paying the subscription, because I would only pay about half of it. But the resale value of my car would be more or less the same as with FSD, because at that point FSD is still not a thing. So it's a difficult concept, but it's not something that we Europeans have to worry about right now, because it's still a long way before we get to the level that FSD beta is now in the US, mainly because of regulatory issues, but also because of additional complexity with all the tiny countries in Europe having slightly different traffic light placements, slightly different lane markings, and that kind of stuff. So it becomes more complex here in Europe to get to a single view, a whole European-wide FSD capability, than it is in the US, where it is a more general approach and things are more alike. There are some differences between states as well, like the turning right on red, for example. That is not allowed in all states, but still it is easier there than with all the tiny differences that we have between the different countries here in Europe. Now, what do we get with the subscription? And I want to be very clear about this. I've already seen a couple of remarks from people that said, okay, so I subscribed, will I get the FSD beta now? No, you will not. So the FSD beta still remains a beta. It's a beta program that you need to be invited to by Tesla. There is no driver that is in the beta program that you can get you automatically in the program. There is no way that you can actually subscribe to the program or put yourself forward as a candidate for the program. So Tesla is choosing who is actually going to be allowed to have the FSD beta. So don't be fooled if you pay for this. You get the same as what you get if you buy the full option. You get the future capability of full self-driving, and you're not automatically going to get the FSD beta. Now, it is also very important to know that you cannot get the subscription if you don't have the hardware. So you need to have the hardware installed, and luckily that is a free upgrade if you already have the Autopilot 2.0 or 2.5. You can call the service center or make an appointment in the app, and you can get the upgrade. And once you have the upgrade to Autopilot 3 with the new computer, then you will be able to purchase the subscription and not before that. So make sure that if you want it and you want the subscription, you need to pass by the service center if you don't already have the FSD computer in your car. Now, one final thing, of course, is the question that has already been asked on the community tab of my YouTube page. Will it be possible to do this on a monthly basis? So for example, if you are a driver that doesn't do a lot of long distances and you just say, okay, I want to enable it for the road trip that I'm planning this month, well, you can, because you can cancel anytime and you will get the remainder of that month. You will still keep your FSD capabilities, of course. So you can buy it for 1 month, for example, and then cancel it immediately, and you will get the FSD capability for 1 month. If you're the driver that just drives to work and back for a few miles and you don't really need FSD, well, then you have the option to just get the subscription for 1 month, for 2 months, during a period where you are doing a lot of driving, a lot of highway driving, where it is still the best, of course, and you will pay a lot less, right? So you will pay $100 a month times 2, that's $200 if you take it for 2 months during the summer period, and for the rest of the year you don't use it. If you then keep your car for, let's say, 5 years, to make it simple, you have paid $1,000 for your use of FSD. So that is, for some people, I think, a really positive thing, and you can save a lot of money with it. But on the other hand, if you're like me and you use it all the time, I think it is still best to purchase FSD, unless you're flipping cars every 1 or 2 years, then you still might be better off with the subscription. But again, as I said, right now, only available in the US. I fully expect it to be rolled out to the rest of the world. We don't know when. For me, I would say it's going to be at least half a year, and I think it's going to need at least an additional feature on FSD for people to be persuaded to buy it. Right now, the people that buy FSD, they buy a future vision. The people that want to rent FSD, they actually want to have some value immediately in return. But yeah, so there you have it. I hope you found this useful. I'm really excited that the subscription is available now, and I think for a lot of people it will be good. But you have to make up your own mind. As I said, the math is really easy. In essence, $10,000, $200 a month. If you keep it for longer than 50 months or roughly 4 years, you're better off buying instead of renting it and starting a subscription. So as usual, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and make sure you click that little bell icon so you don't miss out on any new videos. And for now, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.